Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So during the month of January, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on how I've been spending my money, and let's just say I am not proud of how I spent my money last year. Ever since I got my first job, I was pretty good with saving money. I've saved up money to pay off all my student debt, which wasn't even a lot, but I was able to pay off my student debt right away. And also just the fear of not knowing what's going to happen to my parents really just put things into perspective, and I should be saving. But to hold myself accountable and also to help you guys, I have come up with 10 tips to help you budget and save your money. So tip number 1 is plan your money. I like to use the method 50-30-20, and if you're not too sure what that is, take your last paycheck and split it 50%, 30%, and 20%. 50% will go into your essentials, which means your rent, your house payments, your house bills, your car expenses, and gas, and a phone bill. And that doesn't even include your credit card. 30% will go into your non-essentials, which means your shopping, your daily coffee, takeout, and I guess anything that you just put onto your credit card. And 20% will go into your savings. So that is your emergency fund, your savings account, and also your retirement plan. So because I live at home, I've actually switched that 20% and my 30%. And so now 30% is going into my savings and 20% is going to my non-essential spending. Tip number 2 is live within your means. Don't compare yourself to others because everybody's financial state is different. Everybody lives a different life, and just because you work with Susie and you guys get paid the same, it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are living the same exact life and you guys could afford the same exact things. And also, Victoria could honestly just have a sugar daddy, or she could just be using her dad's credit card, versus you who lives on your own and has to pay for rent and has all these different things to pay for. And also, don't live life to the fullest. If I were to live life to the fullest, I can tell you right now, I would be completely broke if I just lived my life to the fullest. Everything that you want and need, you obviously have to work for. And also, stop treating yourself. The amount of times that I've told myself I'm going to treat myself, it just continued on and on and on, and I've spent a whole bunch of money, and now I regret those things that I have bought because I was treating myself. Tip number 3 is make a wish list. It doesn't matter what the cost is, big or small, you can add it to your wish list. Anything that is on your wish list is technically luxury. It doesn't have to be something that is $1,000. It can be something that is $20 and you're working towards buying it. Try to stick to 10 items or less. You don't want to get carried away with your wish list, because all these things you really need to think about, and also just do your research on the things that you're listing. I created a luxury wish list, and when I was making this wish list, I was just picking things like out of random because I liked it, and realized that I needed to do my research because I don't really know a lot about leather. And so now that I've done my research, there's a few items that I actually had to take out of my wish list because it just didn't suit my lifestyle. Tip number 4 is unsubscribe to any store emails. These subscriptions to store emails are one of the biggest temptations for anyone spending. They make you look at things that you weren't even thinking about needing or wanting. They make you want all these things through their sale, and just because there's a 50% off sale, you're pretty tempted to just buy something because it's on sale, but we don't necessarily need these things. Tip number 5 is shop your own stash. And what I mean by that is go through your closet, go through your skincare, see what you already have. Maybe you forgot about something that you had that was behind your closet, because up at the front of your closet is all the new clothes that you recently bought. And you would be pretty surprised at the things that you find when you are looking through all of your stuff. Whoops, and my camera died. Tip number 6 is avoid stocking up and overbuying during sales. So now that you've gone through your stash, you've gone through your closet, you've gone through your skincare, you know exactly what you need. During a sale, you might want to have a list already prepared for yourself so you don't go overboard. You don't need 3 bottles of the same product. You don't need a shirt in 5 different colors. Just figure out what you actually need. And with a lot of places, these sales happen at least twice a year, and for Sephora, it happens 4 times a year. And I know we're always worried about things selling out, but a lot of these products actually go back in stock and will be on sale again during the next sale. Tip number 7 is online window shop and ask a friend. Don't rush yourself to buy something. Give yourself at least a minimum of 2 weeks to really think about if you want to buy something and do your research on it. And I know a lot of people out there who actually give themselves 30 days till they actually buy something. And honestly, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if you're still unsure about buying something, ask a friend. I have my boyfriend to tell me the truth if something looks ugly, if something looks good, if something is actually worth buying, or if it's something that is down the line going to be useless. And I also do the same for my cousin. She always comes to me when she's kind of stuck with buying something and she's not too sure what to do, and I will straight up tell her if something looks ugly, if something makes her look fat, if she looks like a lumpia, and she never gets mad at me because I'm telling her the truth and I'm saving her from a possible mistake that she's about to make. Tip number 8 is sacrifice small spendings. So your daily coffee, your takeout, your miscellaneous shopping, all those things add up. And I know at the moment it seems like you're not really spending a lot, and you're really not, but if it's something that you do really often, it adds up. That small price is actually really big. So that $5 coffee that you buy 5 times a week, in a month, you're spending $100, and you can do the math yourself with how much you are spending within a year if you're buying $5 coffee 5 days a week. Tip number 9 is buy with cash or use your debit card. That money that you have in your debit card, that's your money. The money that you have in your credit card, that's borrowed money. And with a lot of debit cards right now, you can actually still do a lot of online shopping. So try to avoid using your credit card. It's also easier to track your money using your debit card, because once that money is taken out of your bank account, once that transaction is done, the money is being deducted right away. Versus using your credit card and all those prices, all those spending add up. And then you realize that, damn, I did a lot of spending and I can't afford to pay that $1,500 credit card bill, which had happened to me before, and I was able to pay for it, but because that money wasn't taken out of my bank account right away, it just kept adding up. And the less you use your credit card, the less anxiety you'll actually have when it comes to paying for your credit card. And I know there are things that you can't necessarily buy with a debit card and you'd rather use your credit card, but think about if it's worth using your credit card. And I get that buying furniture and all those big things that cost a lot would obviously make sense to put onto your credit card, also for cashback reasons. But with those little spendings like $5 or even things that are like less than $500, I believe, at least for myself, I can pay that off with my debit card. And lastly, tip number 10, auto deposit into your savings. It is the easiest thing you can do for yourself, and it's also the best thing to do for yourself now and for your future self. Set your amount and auto deposit that money bi-weekly or monthly. And when you look into your savings 5 years down the line, you would be surprised with how much money you've actually saved. It doesn't need to be a big amount of money that you put into your savings, but just put what you can. And bonus tip, don't give up on saving. I know we all live different lives, so the money that we put into our savings account is all different. It doesn't matter if it's $500 or even $10 a month. If you're putting something into your savings, that is all that matters. And let's just say it's easier to spend than save money, but saving money when you can is just the best thing for you to do for your future self. So there you guys have it. That is the end of this video. I hope this video was really helpful, and if it is, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below on how you save your money, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.